Hey there, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you an easy KDP book niche idea that you can start working on right now that can help you generate passive income. And why do we call it passive? Well, once your book is up on Amazon, it'll stay there essentially forever. And if it starts making sales, well, it can keep bringing in income month after month, long after you've done the initial work of actually creating it. Now, the best part about these types of books are that they're relatively simple to create, making them an excellent way for beginners to get started with Amazon KDP, because all you need is Wi-Fi, a laptop, and a bit of creativity. And by the end of the video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to find and create profitable books on Amazon. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. And right now we're talking about low and medium content publishing on Amazon KDP. So if this sounds interesting to you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. So what niche are we talking about today? Well, today it's all about the jungle animals coloring book niche. Now this niche is fun, unique, and in demand. And here's the exciting part. These types of books sell well year round, which means you'll have the potential to see consistent sales no matter the season or the reason. The animal theme is popular. Because of that, it offers great opportunity for year-round sales. Now, when it comes to publishing on Amazon KDP, the very first step that you want to take is going to be something called niche research. But what does that really mean? Well, it means finding out whether the topic or the category that you're considering is actually worth pursuing and whether it's profitable enough to make you money. In other words, this is something called niche validation, and it's basically where you want to ensure that there are enough people interested in your niche while also making sure that it isn't too competitive. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly how to do that and ensure it's worth your time. I'll also be showing you how to start creating this type of book in a simple and beginner-friendly way. And by the end, you're going to have all the knowledge you need to start creating your very own jungle animals coloring book and get it listed on Amazon for potential buyers to discover. Now here we are on Amazon, and I did a search for jungle animals coloring book. And the very first thing that you might notice is this purple bar. So this is called Titan's Quick View. It is an extension that I use for helping me with my KDP research, as well as my niche research and all of that good stuff. So if you want to download this, head over to the Chrome web store, make a search for Self-Publishing Titans, and these two extensions come up. As you can see, I've already installed both of them, but the one that I'm using right now is called Titan's Quick View. So if you want to install this is free to use. And like I said, it's going to help you with your niche research as well as your keyword research, and you'll be able to follow along with my video. And it gives you really useful information, such as it provides you a niche score right here. It also gives you total results. So if you notice, it says 19,625, but if you hover over here with Amazon, it says just a generic over 10,000. So it's really helpful to see the actual total results. It also gives you the exact match, which means how many books here are actually showing up for this exact keyword right here in their title, and then how many books are independently published, aka how many books are KDP books. And it also gives you more information with the bestsellers ranks, the reviews, and the price. So for this niche right here, we can see an average price per book of $10.38, average reviews of 135, and the average BSR overall on this first page of 1 million. But the very first thing that you want to look at is going to be the total results. And right now we see 19,625. Now, when I'm looking into a niche to see if it's something that's going to be profitable and something that's ultimately going to be worth my time, I really only look at three specific things. Number one, I'm looking for search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the competition is not so high. Number two, I'm looking for 3 or more KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that these books are already selling, which means that there is some type of demand for this niche. And number three, I'm looking for a niche score that's provided by Titan's Quick View that has a score of 50 and higher. Now, going back to Amazon, we see that there's over 10,000 results. It's actually 9,625. And so right away, I already know there's way too much competition for this niche. So if you run across this issue, which is a common issue, I'm going to show you the next part and how to actually get this total results lower. But let's first go through the rest of my 3-step process. So step 1 has not been achieved, but let's do step 2 and step 3 and see where we're at. So step 2 is going through the first page here and looking for 3 or more KDP books that all have a BSR or a bestsellers rank of 300,000 and below. And so right away, we see this one. The first one is at 491,000. So that's higher than what I'm looking for. And there's no books on this row. That is below the 300,000. We have this book right here, ranking in at 34,000. And as you can see under publisher, it says independently published. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Because if I hover over another book, let's say this one right here, you can see that it does not say independently published anywhere here. So this is not something that I'm looking for right here. I'm looking for books like this one that has a rank of 8,209 and is independently published. So we see there is some demand for this niche, and a niche score of 54 is above the 50 that I'm looking for. But because the results are way too high, this specific niche right here is just not gonna cut it. And so the next part is actually something called niching down, or finding a sub niche within this broader niche. And so basically what it means is just to find something more specific inside of this niche. So one way to find more sub niches or to niche down is if you just click right here on the Amazon search bar, it's gonna come up with these suggestions. And this is exactly what we're looking for. So this is the process of niching down. As you can see, it is the jungle animals coloring book, but we're being more specific and we're looking here for kids. So we can go through each of these and go through the 3-step process to see which ones will pass all 3. But I've gone ahead and done the research for you. So let me show you what I came up with. So I found the Jungle Animals Coloring Book for Kids 4 to 12. And right away, we see total results of just over 1,000 results. It's actually 1,565, but that is still okay with me because if I see a 1 right here, it will still pass my step 1. Now, step 2 is to go through the books here. And let's look if there are 3 or more KDP books ranking at 300,000 or below. We have this book right here ranking in at 37,000. This book right here ranking in at 9,000. This book right here just about 300,000. And so we see that there's demand for this niche because some of these books are selling well, and with a niche score of 52, that's above the 50 that we're looking for. So this passes all 3 of my steps. And so I know that there's some potential for profits in this niche. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of these books to take a deeper look. So this book right here is the World of Cute Animals Coloring Book for Kids, featuring farm animals, sea creatures, jungle wildlife, and more. It has a BSR of 19,658 and was published last year. It has a very, very good rating, 4.8 out of 5. We can see 77 ratings overall, and is priced at $7.99, which is typically what I see the price point for these types of books. And personally, this is kind of where I start pricing my coloring books as well. We see it has 50 unique illustrations. So this is about 100 to 105 pages and 8.5 by 11, which is your typical size for a coloring book. Now, before we take a look at the sample, let's look at this graph by Self-Publishing Titans. This is the BSR graph. And so we can see the last 30 days here, the ups and the downs. As you can see, generally it's trending downward, which means that it's selling better. And if we go back 90 days to 6 months, we can see the ups and the downs here. So we see from this area right here, from May to August, it was selling a little bit better than it was in September. But as we can see, the rankings are starting to go down again. So it's selling better now. So if we go 1 year, we can see when this book was published in Q4, that sales weren't that great. But then around November, you can see, and especially December, it sold very, very well, which is typical of a lot of books with KDP because this is going to be the holiday rush. So a lot of people are going to be buying a lot of books. So you're going to see an increased amount of sales for your books. And you can see the book has done very, very well all throughout this year. Now here's the sample. So this is the cover, and here is the first page, that this book belongs to page. You can see even a little bit of a coloring element right here. And then here are the interiors. So here's one of them right here. And then on the back cover, we have 4 more pages of the interior. So we can get a glimpse of the type of style that this book has. If we take a look at the A+ content, here are some more images of the interior and some of them that are half colored in and fully colored in, which helps your prospective buyer. And then a picture here of a child coloring in one of the pages. Now, if we take this BSR, let's plug it into a sales calculator to see how much is estimated to be making. And this book is making 14 sales a day, which is about 420 books per month. And if we add that royalty calculator, that's about $37 a day and over $1,100 per month. Now that we validated this niche and know there's some potential for profits here, the next part is how to create these types of interiors. So let me show you one way that you could do this. Now, the fastest and probably the most simplest way to create this type of book is to use a site like Creative Fabrica, because they're going to have graphics, illustrations, as well as ready-made KDP interiors ready for you to use and to modify to create your books. And as you can see here, I made a search for jungle animals, and then I filtered it by coloring pages for kids. And we can see a bunch of interiors here that we could potentially use as part of our book. And so you could just make your search. You could just keep looking and see if there's something here that you like. For example, I found this black and white coloring jungle animal illustrations. All you have to do is download it. And if you have the Creative Fabrica subscription, it does give you the full commercial rights to be used in your KDP books. Now, once you've downloaded whatever you want to use from Creative Fabrica, go ahead and open up Canva. And if you don't have one, you can go ahead and sign up for a free account so you can use this program and open up an 8.5 by 11 inch page right here, or a project. Now, the next part is to go ahead and upload those images onto Canva. Now that I have the images right here, I'm just going to highlight all of them and drag them into the upload section right here. And it's going to put everything in here like as you see it doing right now. The next part is to choose an image. So I'm going to start with the monkey one right here, and you can resize it to your liking. Just make sure that there are margins right here that you have to be aware of. So this is the template right here for the margins. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. You want to stay away from these purple borders right here. This is where the cutoff line is. So if you pull your image past this area right here, there's a potential that it could probably be cut off, and that's not something that you want. So let me position this to the back and let me put the transparency down so we can do some work. Now that we have that, what we can do is we can make the image right here larger to fit in the screen. And I'm just going to put it here to the bottom. And what we want to do is we want to modify this, right? Because that's what we want to do when we get images from Creative Fabrica. So an easy way to do this is to go through the elements section on Canva and look for things that we can add onto this page. So for example, the first thing that I'm thinking of is a banana. So if I search in banana and do graphics, I might be able to find some here, but I'm going to do banana outline and find something here that would work for this type of image, something that looks similar. So maybe this one right here, and we can go ahead and just put it maybe to the bottom like this. And then maybe I want a coconut or something. So let's type in a coconut and let's use this one right here. And we can just put it somewhere up top like this. So this is what I mean when I say modify your interiors. And so we can just move the monkey around, kind of center things more, and put this up here, move this. So, and another thing you can do is you could also flip your image like this, and this will also help. And you can put the banana over here like so, put the coconut right here. And so it's just as easy as that. I've already done the first page. And so for the next page, let's go ahead and choose another image that we uploaded, and let's do the zebra. Let's go ahead and enlarge it a little bit like that. And let's think of things to put around the zebra. So maybe we'll go tree, and let's find a tree here to put in the background. Maybe something like this. Maybe we can put this right here on the ground. Maybe a branch like this and have it sticking out, and then put it like this right there. And then let's fill in this area right here. So maybe let's put a sun and maybe clouds, sun outline. So let's choose this one right here and let's put it in the back like that. Let's move this around. And I'll make this a little bit bigger, put it right here. And to make sure everything is within the margin, I'm gonna load my template right here, put it there. And all these elements are good. I can actually move the tree. And then what we can do here is we can move this inwards like this. And then there you go. So there, I've just done 2 images just like that. And another thing to keep in mind is that every page after your coloring page should be a blank page. This is going to serve as the backside of this page. And so you want to do that for every single one. And then you just want to do this maybe 50 times, and then you'll have a complete book. As you can see, I did it really fast, and it's not really going to take that much time. And it's a fun process at the same time. Now, let's say you have your 100 to 110 pages and you're ready to download it. All you have to do is hit share, download as a PDF print. You can flatten the PDF, make sure it's all pages. The color profile, you can use RGB, or if you're paying for Canva Pro, use CMYK, and then hit download. Now, if you want more KDP resources, check the links in the description. And if you have any questions, also let me know in the description below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell, as well as follow me on all my socials at JeffSetLife. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.